Welcome to the Haybridge COVID-19 Rapid Testing Centre. This PowerPoint is designed to give you a walkthrough guide. There are a few videos as well to show you exactly what it's going to be like when you come for your test at Haybridge. You should by now have received your invitation letter telling you the date and time of your test. So make sure that before your appointment you've listened to all the advice and guidance on this PowerPoint, because if you're feeling a little bit anxious about it, it should answer any questions you have and should reassure you and make you feel much more comfortable about coming in for your test, because there really is nothing to worry about. The first question you might have is, where do I go when I arrive? When you come in across the zebra crossing through the main school gates, you need to bear right and you need to enter through the gym door that's signposted with the red arrows on the screen there.
When you arrive at school, you'll follow the footpath round and in through the door into the gym at your appointment time. When you enter the gym, you'll see there's some hand sanitizer where you can sanitize your hands, and then you'll be guided through the gym and the 2 metre distance through into take your test. When you come into school, this is the entrance into the sports hall, so you'll come in and you'll go to the registration desk, and you mustn't cross the black line in front of the registration desk. The registration operative will then ask for your name and give you your registration card.
Good morning, miss. Can you just show your hand, please? You can tell me your name. Nick Lloyd. Take the card and follow the spots until you find it. Thank you.
Okay, we'll now demonstrate how you will walk around the sports hall, staying 2 metres apart from the other students, and this is where you'll be waiting for going through for your test. When you get to that final point at the end of the curtain, there'll be a member of staff, and they'll be there to direct you to the next point in the testing process.
As you've seen, at the registration desk, you'll be given a card. The card looks like this. It will have your name on it. Don't accept a card from the member of staff that doesn't have your name on it. So if you get a card with somebody else's name, don't take it. Or if the card is blank, don't take it. Just make them aware, remind them of your name, and they'll find the right card for you. And you'll just hold on to this. You don't need to do anything with it at all. You can ignore all of the instructions on the card because we've registered for you in advance. All you need to do is hold on to it, and then you're going to give it to the member of staff who will walk you through your test when you're in the bay. There are 5 testing bays in the testing centre, and they're all set up to look like this. So you can see as you go in, the first desk is the testing desk that you'll approach and you'll sit at. Then you'll see the member of staff who will stay 2 metres away from you, but will talk you through how to take your swab. You'll also then see the member of staff at the desk in front of you who will process your swab and process your test. And then there's a final desk at the back with another member of staff whose job it is to read the result of your test. It takes about 30 minutes for your test to be processed. You can also see just on the right there that there are privacy screens between the bays, so you don't need to feel worried that somebody else will see you swabbing yourself. On the testing desk in every bay, you'll see exactly the same equipment. There's a pack of tissues in case you need to blow your nose before you swab your nose. There's some anti-bac wipes that you'll use to wipe down the testing desk when you've finished. There's a little mirror so that you can see inside your mouth for where you need to swab. There's a set of written instructions that the member of staff will also talk you through. There's the swab packet. There's some hand sanitizer, which you'll need to use before you sit down and just before you leave. And then there is a sick bowl. When you swab the back of your throat, You might gag a little bit. This is completely normal and not a problem. You most likely won't be sick at all, but there is a sick bulb there just in case you feel like you might be. This is the set of instructions that is on every single testing desk. The member of staff with you will talk you through these instructions, and I'll also read them for you now. Step 1. Your COVID-19 test will be scheduled. If you're under 16, your parent or carer will have consented. Step 2. Your test will be fast, and while it might feel a little uncomfortable, it won't hurt you. Step 3. Blow your nose if needed. Wash and dry or sanitize your hands. Remove the swab, being careful not to touch the soft part. Step 4. Open your mouth wide and use a mirror to look at the back of your throat. Then use the swab to rub firmly 4 times on each side. This should take about 10 seconds. Step 5. Remove the swab carefully without touching your teeth, tongue or gums. Step 6. Gently place it about 2 to 2.5 centimetres inside one of your nostrils. Roll the swab 4 to 5 times along the lining of the nostril, and this will take 10 to 15 seconds. Step 7. After this, you're done. Gently remove the swab, being careful not to let anything touch the tip. Step 8. Your swab can then be placed in a tube for testing, which takes about 30 minutes. 9. Your school or college will contact you or your parent or carer with the results and let you know what happens next. This is the packet that the swab comes in, and it will be on the testing desk when you sit down. Before you open it, make sure you look for the instruction open with the arrow, and that's the end you should open the swab from.
This is a demonstration on how to open the swab. You'll see that the one end says open with an arrow, and you peel that away to reveal the swab. Remove the swab, being careful not to touch the furry end of the swab, and that's it.
Okay, so in front of you you'll see a swab. It opens on the one end with the arrow. It opens like a pasta. Pull it open, fine, take the end. And the idea of the game is to get as many of the cells from the back of your throat onto the end of that swab. Okay? When we finish in your throat, we're going to go up one of your nostrils for 10 seconds, but I will talk you through that. Are you okay so far? Yeah. Okay. So the idea of the game is for you to lower your mask under your chin, because it's easy to pull it back up with one hand. Okay? Do you know where the tonsils are? Do you have the tonsils? No. You don't. So at the back of your throat you'll see something going down. You've got to go either side of the back of your throat. At least 4 strokes on the side. Try not to touch your teeth or your tongue. Okay, well done. Now we're going to go up one nostril. We're going to go up as far as we can comfortably, but as far as we can go. And we're going to give it a good fiddle round for 10 seconds. I will count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So when you get through to this stage, the testing operative would have asked you to pull your mask down under your chin, and this is a demonstration on how to conduct the swab. So at the back of the throat, you may gag, and that is normal. And the other side, fantastic. Just compose yourself, and then one nostril for about 10 seconds. Comfortably as far as you can go. Fantastic. And then that's the swabbing process done.
Okay, up with your mask. You'd like to stand up and take the swab over to the colleague. Fabulous, fabulous, back over, and if you'd like to take this white and write down anything that you have touched, including the top top of the gel and the chair. Okay, thank you. Put your rubbish in the bin, and if you could just gel your hands one more time for me, please. Thank you. Thanks, Miss. So you need to follow the rhyme round.
And that's all there is to it. After completing that short process, your test will be all done and dusted. As we said earlier, it takes about 30 minutes for the test to process and for us to get your result. When your parent carer gave their consent for you to take this test, they gave us their contact details. So the results of your test will go straight to them. They'll either get a text result notification, like the examples that are on this slide, or an email result notification, and the examples for those are on the next slide. If your test has a positive result, there's no need to worry about it. We'll support you through the next steps. That's the end of the walkthrough. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope that this has given you an idea of exactly what to expect and reassured you that there really is nothing to be nervous about with these tests.